I'm Gavin McCall, and this is my presentation on B.I.O.M.E, a model for business. In this presentation, I'm going to introduce you to the B.I.O.M.E concept. This is an overview of B.I.O.M.E only. A second presentation will include an in-depth, step-by-step analysis of how it all works. In this presentation, we'll be reviewing some business basics, then I'll give you my B.I.O.M.E pitch. From there, I will explain what B.I.O.M.E is, what it isn't, show you examples of B.I.O.M.E, and what B.I.O.M.E looks like in stages. To wrap it up, I will talk briefly about economic habitat and teaching others about B.I.O.M.E. Basic to the formation of any business, large and small, there are some points to consider. Long-term businesses have different requirements than short-term businesses. All businesses need a cyclic plan to perpetuate profits. The scope of that plan will dictate the scope of profit potentiality. So to start your business and entity rolling, you're going to need to address these points, and more so B.I.O.M.E aims to do that. In a nutshell, B.I.O.M.E is a way of looking at business philosophy. It does contain a plan for business and can help manage your behavioral standards. B.I.O.M.E matches scope with potentiality, looking for the best in all situations. B.I.O.M.E is a useful aid to decision-making in that it helps deal with problems from more than one angle. B.I.O.M.E is organic in that it depends upon human nature instead of pure abstract mechanics. B.I.O.M.E is an upgradable and expandable model. B.I.O.M.E can help you with customer service excellence, testing authenticity of information, storage and retrieval of information, accountability management education, experimentation, maximizing productivity, and ultimately the mastery of your economic sector. How does it do all this? Well, B.I.O.M.E itself is a whole of separate parts that help perpetuate each other. What is B.I.O.M.E? The parts are business, information, organization, management, and engineering. Each part of B.I.O.M.E influences the other in a pattern of continuity. The individual B.I.O.M.E parts respect themselves and each other and work in harmony to function. What B.I.O.M.E isn't, you can't solve every problem, and it isn't an exact science. Nor is B.I.O.M.E meant to be fixed in time or space. It's not perfect, it's not a religion, it's definitely not a pyramid scheme. B.I.O.M.E isn't an overt weather control project. That last one was to make sure you're awake. Here we have the model visualized. Each part are like spokes on a wheel. If any of these parts are not working properly, the wheel may stop turning. No matter what the size of your business entity, this wheel must turn in order for productivity to be maintained, products to be produced and sold, and the general happiness in your company to occur. B.I.O.M.E starts with business, which by itself can only function so long, and there is a need to grow. Part of the way businesses grow is to seek information that helps make decisions. Information should be left to a relevant department that specializes in gathering that information and moving it forward. That information is organized into the proper category and then supervised by management as it is distributed and used by engineering to produce a product that is in turn sold by the business. If you're going into business, you must consider the bottom line. I'd leave business-minded people to thinking about the bottom line, but I'm in the business for myself, and I'm forced to consider things like paying my rent, keeping servers online, as well as my internet connection. All businesses must serve the bottom line. For B.I.O.M.E to run smoothly, the business should provide for what people want. Let them decide what's best, and let them put your products to the test. Also remember that you were or are a consumer and know what it's like to deal with businesses. Business ideally requires service with a smile, and B.I.O.M.E considers tactics for making and keeping customers. In B.I.O.M E, the information department specializes in knowing what is too much or not enough information. They are responsible for formulating standards for study, retaining records for research and legal, researching and respecting intellectual property, enforcing document sensitivity, and securing trade secrets. Organization is the aspect of the business that figures out who is in charge of what. It also very much helps in maintaining the dynamic continuity through allowing for changes to and sticking to plans. An organization considers that the employee or business partner wants the proper habitat for productivity or should want it as much as the company. B.I.O.M.E invites people to design their own occupation. Organization is very much responsible for originality, as the decisions made in the organizational department should reflect decisions made in the past and result in originality as much as proper categorization. Management sometimes can leave a bad taste in your mouth, but that is because it is often not considered a dynamic job. In my experience, I found lots of managers sticking to old ways and unable to adapt. Still, there are some basics to remember about management, and that's punctuality, strategy, honesty, boldness, as well as realizing that there is a coming and going to all things, including business endeavors. You must know when to abandon your work. Now, this doesn't have to mean forever. It just means don't become too emotionally attached to the fleeting moment. Management should consider sharing the wealth and spreading the leadership values and qualities. Recognizing leadership is very important to B.I.O.M.E and considers latent leadership in all people. Management should also be responsible for training. Engineering must be consistent and productive, but it also must be able to experiment and reach outside of itself to build new things. Everyone has ideas, so everyone can help, and engineering should seek help from collective human ingenuity. Engineers design everything and should be allowed to do so. As in all endeavors, we should prepare for the worst as we expect the best of our employees and products. Engineers should consider making products for everyone, expanding their market potential. Engineering will flex generosity, opening up room for customers with varying pocketbooks. Engineering is also responsible for quality control, as they should be experts of their craft and always consider universal accessibility. The products are then distributed and sold by the business. Almost everything you need for business is in B.I.O.M.E. Here's one way to look at B.I.O.M.E business entity working together with other business entities. The economy is like a machine made up of these entities, and they rotate around each other. So some are smaller than others, but they function at different frequencies, and in this arrangement they find harmony. B.I.O.M.E is incomplete and not flawless. So in one way that looking at B.I.O.M.E by itself, it's supposed to facilitate a internal faculty of your business. It still requires you to reach outside of yourself and to grow, and so to expand your business. So obviously B.I.O.M.E doesn't cover everything. It only really covers itself as a complete core philosophy, and it on each level maintains continuity. If you want to teach others about B.I.O.M.E, tell them that it's a theory of departmentalization. It's fledgling and requires testing, so I appreciate the help. B.I.O.M.E is open to criticism. B.I.O.M.E is an archetypal process, therefore it is a concept and doesn't have to be taken absolutely literally. However, one should consider the application of its separate parts. B.I.O.M.E is a fractal. If you break it down into its individual parts as themselves being business entities, they are also B.I.O.M.Es. That concludes this introduction to B.I.O.M E model for business. For more information, go to gavinmccall.com.